like the way he's raised at home.
No, but Taryn's just fine.
Taryn's
That's
awesome.
true, that's
I always
true.
talk to her on the
I
bus.
like Taryn.
I used to
It
date
might
Taryn.
be-
I dated Taryn.
What?
How'd you date Taryn?
She was in. I was in 4th grade. She was in 3rd.
That's so weird.
Ew, what
Yeah.
the fuck? That's really
I don't
fucked.
know, bro.
Dude, how did Tyler feel about that?
I bet that's why he's a dick, because Liam dated his sister!
No.
He fucking ruined it all!
No, he was actually cool about it. I was like, yo, I remember one time saying to him, yo, on the bus, I was like, yeah, you think if me and your sister got married, we'd be brothers? And he's like, oh, that's such a good idea. You should marry my sister. And then I was like, shit, I don't think I'm ready for that.
I think that's the greatest thing ever. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
How many people have you, like, dated?
I don't even know.
Sage,
Oh, shut the.
McKenna-Honey.
You also dated Sage? Oh my god, Grace, I didn't tell you this. So, when Ava was at my house, I was, like, I brought up Josh dating Sage, and Ava had no clue that happened. So then she, like, texts Josh, and she's like, you know, I'm so happy that you're my first boyfriend. He's like, yeah, I'm happy you're my first girlfriend. And then she's like, but what about Sage? And then he's like, oh god, you knew about that?
Wait, Josh
Dude, I wouldn't
Arch?
count that. Yeah, Josh Arch
yeah.
dated her.
Yes. I wasn't the only one who made a mistake.
But it was also Josh Arch.
I was
Why did you
like,
date her in the first place? Elizabeth?
I don't
What
even know. I
did
was
you
Like,
guys
like,
do?
I don't
I
know.
didn't even know
she-
you guys were friends.
She talked
like-
on the phone for a really long ass time, which I hated.
Ooh.
I was always like, oh wait, I forgot to clean my cat, and then I hung up.
I forgot to moisturize the cat. I have to go.
Yeah, but like, I hated talking to her on the phone so much. Like, it really
Why'd you
made me
date her?
upset.
Yeah, why did you date her, man?
I don't even know at this point.
Dude, I used to talk to Tyler Sillenpaw on the phone.
Didn't you also date like
Oh, man.
McKenna-Honey?
Yeah. That wasn't like nearly as bad, but it was still bad.
What did you
She's
guys
just
do?
always sad.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to break up with her, because I feel like she would like commit suicide.
Dude, I remember Mike in social studies telling us about how he's too scared to break up with her because she threatened to kill herself, and like about how she was really creepy when it came to like stuff. And he said at like one point she made like this jar filled with like love letters to him. And
I
like,
remember that.
She did that
Oh
for
my
me,
god.
too.
she did? Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. She wrote a song
What did they say?
about
She wrote
me.
a song?
Oh shit. I remember that. I remember texting me and she was like, yo, I wrote you a song, and I dropped like a K bomb on her. Like, I literally just said the letter K. I was like, K, and she was like, do you want to hear it? And I'm like, if you wanna, like, play it, I guess.
What was the song? What'd she say in the song?
It was just like, it was about me. I think she mentioned
no.
me being ginger in there somewhere.
Oh no.
She mentioned cutting herself in the song to you.
She never cut herself.
What?
I bet you she was too much of a pussy to cut herself.
She did, like, before she came to the school.
Cut
Oh,
herself. She had like scars.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I remember getting into an argument with Robin, how Robin said it was like a brave thing to do, and I'm like, no, it's
What?
what pussies do. I'm like, Robin, are you actually dumb?
A brave
It's not a
thing
brave
to
thing
do.
to do, but you're not a
No, like
pussy
even
if you
I'll
do
admit,
it.
like that's dumb. Like why would you do that?
That's a dumbass move.
Like that's why it's not brave at all.
Like
Yeah, that's
cutting
just-
yourself, you like.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's not brave.
It's not brave, but I mean, it's not like a pussy thing to do.
I think it's a pussy thing to do.
I mean, it's like
Like a
it's
pussy
your
thing to do
fault.
would be like doing
you were
it.
the
and then,
only
like-
one who puts you in the responsibility to do it. Like
I
no
don't
one's
know.
like
a pussy
Yeah.
thing to
forcing
do
you to
would
do
be
it.
doing it just for attention to me.
Oh,
Like if you're
shit.
actually
I
in
am
like
so gonna get
severe
hooked.
depression and,
How
and
did
you
I
think that
not
it'll
get
help you,
hooked?
and you do it,
That
I'm not gonna
is
be like, oh, you're such a
so
pussy
weird.
for doing that.
How
but,
did
like,
I not get hooked?
Oh, I think it is.
That Roadhog was
Like,
like
I don't
out the
know.
block. I think his thing was charging. That was scary.
When I think of other people
there was
doing
a
that, like not that I think that they are, but I'm just like, oh, they must have been like, they must have not thought that it was brave. Like you don't,
Oh.
you wouldn't think of yourself as doing it as brave. That's
That
just
dude's gotta
dumb.
play.
Well, I mean, I don't. If you think you're brave by doing it, I think you should just get it over and kill yourself. But
Yeah,
Hey!
I think you shouldn't just half-ass it.
yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Uh.
I don't know.
But yeah. So
Yeah,
back to
but when-
McKenna-Honey writing a song to Liam.
Yeah, that was weird. But
remember the
anytime that Connor brings up about me dating like Sage or McKenna or anything, I always remember him about how he dated Robin for about 2 weeks.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, and he's like, oh
Dude.
wait, yeah, I did do that. Oops.
Wait, was that after or before the thing with you and her?
It was after, right?
Nah, that was before. That was
okay.
that was
Oh.
in his old dad's house. When
'Cause
you
wasn't
did
it, like-
that,
I remember. What the?
or my mic,
What just
I
happened?
dropped my controller and my mic unplugged.
Oh, because I heard like a boom, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and then it unplugged.
Yeah, because I remember her saying like something about like you all went sledding or something,
Yeah.
and then like you said something, and then she said something to Connor that like she wanted it to happen, but I can't remember what you said that like made her say that. So then they started dating, and then he took her to Tim Hortons.
I remember her telling me about how like you guys went ice skating, and then he just kind of abandoned her.
Yeah, we all did. We were like, hey, you should go ice skating. And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll
I
give
mean,
it a
like,
shot, but I don't know how to
it's
ice
Robin,
skate.
but that's kind of a shitty thing to do.
What?
She's like abandon your girlfriend.
Yeah, well, she didn't know how to skate. So we just kind of skated.
Still,
It was
I mean,
me
like,
and Connor. It
If
was
you
me-
invite her, then like you better be prepared to deal with her. Is my thing.
that's
Nah,
like
nah.
that's
you,
like being
you
like,
would've
oh yeah, I'll
abandoned her, too.
babysit your kid, and then like not babysitting
Be
someone's
like,
kid.
Sorry, I don't know your kid, so I can't babysit
Sorry,
him.
who are you?
Sorry, your kid can't be
Like,
a kid.
I don't know. That's like asking someone to hang out and then telling them to go home because you didn't want to hang out with them.
I
And
remember one
like, I
time
mean,
I
I
was...
get it's Robin, but still, I mean, they were.
Alright, so wait, I got this story. So I used to be like really like the bestest of friends with Jake DeFonso.
Mhm.
And so so I remember he always talks about like I remember a few months ago I posted this picture on Instagram of like of a note that I wrote to him. Like we used to have this thing in my house called the like it was called like the Jones board or something, and it would be like mementos in our lives, like that happened in our family. and one of them was like, Liam discovered his bestest friend ever, Jacob DeFonso, and like the date under it. And so
Oh, that's sweet.
so I posted a picture of that, and it was like, oh my god, remember the times. And then he posted a picture, commented on it, and he's like, yeah, I remember that one time you wanted to come over to my house and me and my brother started fighting, so you called your mom and you wanted to go home.
That's what Lila did.
Yeah. I had to go.
Liam.
I never slept over at his house once because I always started crying, and then I had to call my mom.
Lila did that, and then I was really sad.
Why'd she do it?
Liam.
Oh, because
Of your
my
parents?
brother didn't want to put
Oh.
the mattress down. So he fought with my grandpa, and then at like 11 o'clock she called her mom crying.
Grandpa! Put the mattress down!
Liam.
I can imagine your old
I
and
remember
feeble grandfather
when you
just,
dated
like,
McKenna
arguing with
Honey,
him.
and on the bus she would always complain that you wouldn't respond to her texts, and I would like just zone out and not pay attention. But I remember one time she like said that you ignored one of her texts that she was like gonna kill herself, and I like snapped out of my like zoning out, and I'm just like, what? Why would you say that? She's like, I want to get him to respond, and I'm like, that's not cool. Why would you? What the heck?
Shouldn't do that.
And then you'd
Oh
like
my
respond at really late
God.
at night, and then like she'd be like, oh, I was already asleep, and in my head I'm like, that's probably why he would respond that late, is because he knew you were asleep.
Yeah. Like, I hated that. Like, just made me like, I don't know. It was.
Dude,
did
I gotta
not
talk to
like-
Nate and see if that's why he was scared to break up with her.
Yeah. He told me.
I think that's why anyone was scared to break up with her.
I gotta
Yes.
talk to Bryson Davis.
Oh my god. They were all like touchy-feely. It was disgusting.
Yeah, that was like gross.
Cause I remember that in
I
Mr.
remember-
Way's room. Oh my god, that was so nasty.
I remember on the field trip I went up to like say something to them and they kissed, and then I like ran away screaming.
Dude, I remember one time after school I saw him kiss, and then like I just stared at him, and McKenna turned around and like saw me,
Come back.
and then I like
never mind.
just like awkwardly stared, and I was just disgusted. Like, it was so gross, because Bryson reminds me of like a tall baby.
Grace, like you remember when I ran away screaming?
Yes, because that was when
That,
we
like,
were at the
fucked me
mall.
up. I was like, ugh.
Watch out for the roadhog. Just he's being a prick.
I see him. I want to boop him off.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got
but
hammered.
I can't
down.
boop him.
it was so weird.
Like, I don't know.
Oh crap! I
I don't
died.
want to see
How
that.
can she-
I
Why
was
does
just
all
really
like
hungry.
why do so many guys like her is the question.
I don't know. She had
I
really
don't
nice
think.
eyes.
I don't think it's that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like her eyes.
I don't think it's that anyone likes her. I think it's just people feel bad for her.
Yeah, I did kind of feel bad for her. Plus, like, she really liked me, and I'm like, she was cute. Was. Well, I thought it. I don't know. I didn't know what I felt in her. Like, saw in her. Shit, I just got knocked off. Stop me. Oh,
I remember
that
when she
Lucio
first
saved
moved here, I
himself.
thought she was pretty, but her personality kind of killed it for me.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't know, once like
Thank
you get to
you
know a
for
person, then like their appearance kind of like seems terrible to me.